Right. Hey guys, well, we're already on the road, and I got my partner here, Jake, with me. He's gonna read the chat, so I'm not gonna even try to even look at this because it's not safe. But if you're here, just type something in chat so I know who you are. And I'm just doing this to kill some time on the road trip. We're probably gonna drive to the other side of Cleveland today and then get a cheap ass hotel there. Anybody in chat? There should be some up there. Is it 0? 0. So I'm talking to nobody. But anyways, see if anybody shows up. What you laughing at? Hey, huh? What's this one?
Safe travels from Bridget Martle.
What's up, Bridget?
Shady Grady.
Shady Grady?
Drive safe.
Yeah, that's why I got my
Designated reader.
I got my designated reader over here, Jake. So no habla inglés.
Good morning, Keith from Wink Master Supreme Forever.
Oh, what's up, Winky? How you doing? So yeah, if you don't know what I'm doing, it's in the description on the live. We are on our way to Madison, Wisconsin to go to the American Cichlid Association Catfish Cataclysm combo play. So it's a convention out in Wisconsin. So we're going to work the booth for Fritz Aquatics. So we're not going out there as KJE Aquatics. We're going out there to work for Fritz. So if you guys have any questions about Fritz Aquatics, feel free to answer, or you can answer if you know the answer. But feel free to ask any questions on their products or anything. Ask anything, really. I don't even care if it's fish related. Again, I'm just doing this to just kill some time. So
Tails Fishes says, hey, I'm not a nobody little monster fish gals. Morning, Keith.
Hello, monster fish gal.
Jeff Stevens says, travel safely, watch out for wackos.
Yeah, there's a lot of wackos. It's raining pretty good right now. We are in between Utica and Syracuse. So we've been on the road for a little bit right now. Not too long.
Yeah, you can't wait to give you a logo of Fails Fishes says.
Who's that?
It's Foxy's Fishes. I can't read. I'm dyslexic.
Put your glasses on.
I didn't bring my glasses.
So I brought a defective reader over here. So
you got to ship it back to the manufacturer. My fault.
Yeah. But yep. Again, like I said, we're right now. I'm on the road in between Utica and Syracuse on Interstate 90. You could look that up. And again, we'll drive just to the other side of Cleveland and probably crash out there somewhere. So, who's at the bottom there?
Scotty Aquati.
What's up, Scotty? So, this stream's also a way for me to get my watch hours up. I got plenty of subs.
He's a keeper. He's just like his dad.
Who said that?
Sandy Farrell.
What's up, Sandy? You know Sandy.
I think I do, yeah.
Yeah. They done swaps with us. So
Foxy says I see a fishing pole back there.
There is a fishing pole in the back, and that's just for the just in case. Don't plan on fishing, but I like to fish, so you never know. If I see some water, I might have to pull over and do a little illegal fishing. Just a few casts. So.
Shady said, how long is the drive? 18 plus hours, question mark.
Oh, no, it's not 18 hours. This drive is, I thought it was 16 hours. So that's why I'm leaving today, but it's actually a little bit less than that. It's closer to 14, like 13 and a half. Still a pretty good ride. But I don't know, when I first looked it up, it said like 16 hours. Maybe I looked at it, it took me a different route. I don't know. But yeah. closer to 14.
Foxy says Wisconsin is the best place to fish, so good choice.
Well, I know like Minnesota has a ton of lakes, and Wisconsin I'm sure too. So who knows? Like when I'm driving around, if I see a body of water that I can access easily, that's why I kept the fishing pole in the car. So not even sure what kind of fish you guys got in Wisconsin. I know you got walleye, muskie, different colder water fish. I know that for sure because we have those here.
Alishan asked if it was a straight shot for thinking.
No, I'm gonna stay on 90 till around Chicago, Alishan, and then I think I gotta take a different interstate that takes me north from there. So I'll be on 90 until I think Chicago, if I remember looking at the map right. So this will take me through Cleveland, through Toledo, and then like into the Chicago area, and then I gotta take a right and go north from there. So
Jeff Stevens says pick up some cheese while you're out there.
I got an ice chest. There's an ice chest in the car, so give me some cheese.
Foxy says there's some big monsters. All the sturgeons, or the sturgeons scare me.
Oh,
we got sturgeons.
Yeah, we got sturgeon here too in New York, in the Hudson. They're not big though; they're small. I don't know the species of sturgeon, but we definitely have them in the Hudson River. I never catch them. I don't fish for them. I like to fish for largemouth bass. So bass, largemouth, and smallmouth. So that's my target fish when I go fishing. Because I like to trout fish too, but I don't go as often as I want to. I've been trout fishing like once in the last probably 5-6 years. So it's mostly bass.
Fish family says hola, fish man.
Hola. Like I said, I got Jake over here reading the chat. It's raining like a bitch right now too. So I'm actually not even going that fast.
Master says, at KG, how did you make out with the rain level in the past 2 days? We had a state of emergency here in Houston.
They're getting a lot in Albany County, Schenectady County, Rensselaer County. There's a lot of rain coming down. You guys can probably hear it right now. It's coming down like low. So I think once I get on the other side of Syracuse, according to Jake the weatherman over here, it's supposed to be sunny in Buffalo and further west of that. So right now, like I said, I'm not even in Syracuse yet. So I think once I get on the west side of Syracuse, I think I'll clear the rain. So shouldn't be too much further. You got to be reading, bro.
I'm reading right here. I have it on my phone.
Oh.
I figured if I pulled it up closer to my eyes, I could actually read.
This guy got fancy, so.
Alishan says, tell them to move next year's ACA to the Northeast.
The ACA, I'm not even sure where it is. You can find out if you go to their website. They'll give you the rundown of, because they do it several years in advance, so you know where the show's going to be at. Honestly, I didn't even look. I don't know where it is next year. So it's already planned though. Clubs put in a bid. Bucks County, why don't you guys put in a bid to do it? So you could do it along with Lancaster or the Sixth Club of York. You guys do that as a joint one. So you guys could do the ACA, and then you could do the Keystone Clash. So you could stay busy for more than a year.
They usually announce it at the convention, Alishan says.
Yeah.
And then Foxy says, we're gathering all the Cataclysm items. Bag all the fish the day before. Oh, I still have to email Megan. I'll do that right now. And then T. Jackson says, hey, do you like Wendy's?
Oh, you know who T. Jackson is?
Is that Tommy?
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy, I love Wendy's. Yeah. guys see
Love me some Wendy's.
T Jackson in the chat, that's my buddy Tommy Acker. So he likes to F with me. So.
Foxy says, and question, how does one donate a fish to the Babes auction when we get there?
You'll see they'll have a table set up, and you can go talk to them. So just ask them. But the Babes auction, I believe, is on Friday night, and it's late. The Babes auction's a lot of fun. They raise a lot of money for conservation, and everything's donated. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll enjoy it. They auction off some wonderful fish, a lot of rare fish, some common stuff too, and you'll see some of the fish and stuff go for high dollars. But the thing is they put a lot of humor in it too. So they'll do some mystery bags also, which may be a really rare fish, but it'll be in a paper bag, so you won't be able to look at it. It'll be a mystery item, but you can also end up with a can of tuna fish or a can of sardines because you don't know what you're bidding on. So it's kind of funny, but then, so, it's up to you to bid. If you don't want to bid on anything, that's fine. But if you bid on it, you win it, and you get a can of tuna fish and you get upset about that, that's your problem. But to me, it's a lot of fun. They do it late. They usually offer, if you drink adult beverages, they will provide you with adult beverages at no cost. Usually that's what they've done before. So they'll have people going around giving out free shots. I think the thing about that is if people get liquored up a little bit, they also get looser with their money. So that's why a lot of casinos in Vegas and down at Biloxi, they offer free drinks, because you drink alcohol, you get loose with your money.
You lose all free thought.
Yeah.
Foxy says yes, Friday from 8 to 12.
Yeah.
Alishon says, Keith go drag at the Babes auction.
Will I go drag at the Babes auction?
Yeah.
No, but I'll get Jake too.
I'm not doing that. I didn't volunteer for this.
Yeah. No, I'm not going drag. I've seen some people do it before in fun, not full drag, but I've seen a few people put on some fake tatas and a wig, and it's a lot of fun. It is. I mean, if you guys never been to the ACA Convention and attended a Babes auction, it's a lot of fun. So.
Foxy said, we have a beautiful fish to donate. Don't want to give it away, winky face. They also said, Brian and I, we're the only sober ones, minus the auctioneers. Well,
the auctioneers might not even be sober. I don't know. But
just depends on
if you guys are donating a fish, again, when you get there, the Babes will have, the Babes do a silent auction too, because we're going to donate some stuff from KJE for their silent auction. But a lot of people donate just whatever. So if you want anything to donate, this is non-live stuff, but or non-fish. Some people donate plants, but T-shirts, books, all kinds of stuff, artwork and stuff they'll have on their silent auction, and the silent auction goes for a couple days. But anyways, Roxanne, when you guys get there, you'll see they'll have a table set up for that. Just go talk to one of the ladies at that table, Pam. I forget the other lady's name. Alishan knows them, but Pam for sure. But they'll direct you what you need to do for if you're donating fish for the Friday night auction. It's raining like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's
getting nasty.
Tommy says you go drag on Friday nights.
Tommy goes drag. Tommy goes drag every day. Tommy works Albany Street, downtown Schenectady. I seen him.
Tyler Sean says old time books.
Yeah, old time books, equipment, t-shirts, some vintage t-shirts too. You might see some people donate all kinds of stuff. So who knows? I'll be donating some botanicals to the table. Uh, again, there'll be all kinds of stuff.
Tommy said he has bills to pay.
Tommy got bills to pay, and he probably makes a good chunk of change downtown Schenectady on Albany Street. I bet he does. I think Tommy just started an OnlyFans page too. So, Tommy, let us know what your OnlyFans page is.
Put the link down in the description.
Yeah, put the link in the chat, Tommy, for your OnlyFans, and you might get some more business from the folks here today. How many people are in chat, anyways?
We've got 14.
We got 14.
14 viewers. I don't know how many people are chatting. Probably close to like 7 in chat. Foxy said donating some of that magic pot diddy.
You are or we are? If you are, we are too.
Tyler Sean says he has the ACA Convention 2001 t-shirt and polo shirts. Pictures.
There you go.
Retro.
We, as in NECA, New England Cicada Association, we did the ACA in 2019. That was I think that was the last one before COVID hit. I don't think they did theirs in 2020 and 21. I can't remember. Oh man, this friggin'
Foxy said we are not going to donate someone else's products. That's just room full.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't read chat, so I don't know what.
They're talking about the
for the babes auction.
no, the magic pot diddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I brought a couple of bags for Xanda to donate. I'm going to donate some to the babes auction, and the club has 2 auctions. One on Saturday is the rare fish auction, and then they have an all species auction Sunday afternoon. That's the end of the show. So the auctions on Saturday and Sunday, I think you as the vendor or the seller, I think the split on those are 70-30. But you could donate too, and then 100% of the proceeds will go to the host club. So that's all up to you. And then the babes auction, their proceeds, 100% of their proceeds go towards the conservation funds that they have listed. Off the top of my head, I forget what they are. So.
Any Syracuse
now? We're in East Syracuse right now, so hopefully I get on the other side of this town and this freaking rain goes away. It looks out ahead of me. It looks like the clouds are starting to lighten up. So
Foxy says we have so many axolotls to bring. I was sitting there counting fingers yesterday. Before missing. Not bad.
I hope you guys sell some. I hope everybody that's selling stuff in the vendor room in general, I hope people are like loose with their money for the vendors, because it costs the vendors a lot of money to come to these shows. So that goes for all you guys. You guys go to any convention, support the vendors. We're going to be at the Keystone Flash, so hopefully you guys come by our table at the Keystone Flash and drop a few dollars. Because believe it or not, when we do shows, we as KJE, we lose money when we go to a show. When we book a show as KJE, it's an automatic negative number. So we try to make that negative number a little bit smaller with the sales that we do. But overall, by the time we pay for travel, pay for hotel, pay for the vendor booth, pay food and beverages, that adds up. Just the cost of the hotel, for 4 days. I'll be at the Keystone Clash. I think I booked it for 4 days, so that's a pretty good chunk of cash right there. So this show, I'm paying for travel out to Madison, but then working for Fritz there, they're covering the stuff while I'm there, which is good. Obviously, I really wanted to go to this show, so I told Fritz I would do the show for him because I wanted to go to the show, except this would have been out of my budget if I was doing this as KGE Aquatics. I couldn't do this as KGE. Like I said, the Keystone Clash is one that we do. I enjoyed the Clash a lot last year. We lost money, but we didn't lose a ton of money. And the thing about doing the conventions as a business, obviously, it's getting yourself more recognized, getting your name out there, meeting and greeting people. I don't mind talking shit. I'm talking shit to y'all right now. I don't mind talking to people. So I know a lot of times online I can come across as a big asshole, and that's just how I am. But hopefully you meet me in person and I'm still an asshole, but I'm not that big of one. So if that makes sense. So
Alishon says, when do you get back home? And Foxy also said that the prices, or the booth, is a bit pricey.
The booth at
I'm assuming
the ACA, I don't even know what the booth cost was, because Fritz took care of that. So I'm not sure what the ACA cost was. The Keystone Clash, I think they went up, and the Keystone Clash coming up that they have, it's still pretty reasonable compared to some of the other shows. I think the Keystone Clash is, I want to say it was $125, which is actually pretty reasonable. It was a lot cheaper last year, but again, they expanded some, so they got to cover their cost. And I think the Clash is actually sold out or close to it. Not sure, but the ACA, I didn't even look. I know that NEC has a show coming up in Connecticut, and they just posted the prices.
she's talking about the link that you sent her. The prices.
I don't know.
The link that you sent me, comma, those prices are banana.
I think they're a little bit overpriced. So I'm not sure if we are going to do that one. It's still up in the air for that one, Roxanne. And that one, organized it. I was going for that, but I'm not sure. Like Michelle prices. Michelle get 1,000 there. And that people at the club How about that?
No, the other end, it's still frozen.
I know, but if you end it, then I got to type in a bunch of shit again.
You're in a crappy reception here. Hold on. I think we're coming back.
How about now?
Yeah, we're better.
Can you guys hear me? We went through a black hole on our travels. Can you hear me? That's true. Anybody ask me anything?
Alishon asked, when do we get back home?
Oh,
A little earlier.
I'm leaving Wisconsin Monday morning, so I'll be there hanging out, breaking down Sunday afternoon. Hope to catch, because I'm not sure what time they'll close the vendor room, but they close it Sunday at some time. So maybe I'll catch the tail end of the auction. I'm not going to try to buy anything. I don't want to buy any live fish because then I got to transport them back, and it's a pain in the butt. Plus, the only fish that I really want are good days. So I doubt there's going to be a lot of good days there. But I know Rick Bornstein from Chicago had some on the ACA Classified that I was kind of interested in. So you never know. Maybe I buy some. I don't know. He might be bringing more up too. So, and I texted him before I left. He asked me if I wanted any fish that he had also, and I told him no, so I didn't tempt myself. So I just said no. So
Foxy said you can send it home with us and we can ship it to you.
That's a possibility. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Maybe that's a possibility if there's something that I can't, can't refrain myself from buying, because a lot of times at these events you'll see fish. I guarantee, Foxy, you're gonna see some fish that you never even heard of, and some really nice fish from lakes and stuff you didn't even know were there. Because I know my brothers from New England Cichlid Association are actually bringing some out to distribute to a few people from Lake Meru, I think, Lake Fa, Lake Edward. So these are some Africans that most people in the hobby never even heard of. Stuff you're never even going to see in a local fish store. So just one reason I really like fish clubs in general, because there's a lot of people that keep fish that you don't even see in a local fish store. So, and that's more what I'm into than the common bushy nose, the neon tetras. Not that there's anything wrong with those, or it's just, if they're fish that you can get at a big box store, I'm not interested typically. What Alishan say?
Alishan said, remember the old ACA trading post? Mailed to members. Always look forward to that.
They still have it. If you're a member of the ACA, they still have the trading post. Not many people use it, but it's still part of it's part of your membership. So if you join the ACA and you pay your membership dues, you get like a monthly newsletter of species that are available, and you could add stuff too. And there's no, in order to list fish and trade fish, there's no fee to the sellers. The only fee is what the buyer has to pay. And
he said online these days.
Yeah, it's online. They don't do anything in print no more. So, shoot, newspapers are all going away too.
Yeah.
I just seen the oldest newspaper. I think I heard it because I listen to NPR, so don't hold that against me. But I use it to listen to the enemy. But anyways, there's a newspaper in Europe that I just heard the other day. After 300 years, they are no longer having anything in print. So yeah, all newspapers are going away. You don't even hardly see any magazines anymore. So fortunately, we have Amazonas magazine, which is a really top quality magazine for our hobby. And if you're into saltwater, there's a sister magazine for the same company as Amazonas. I think it's Coral Magazine, but I don't do much with salt. So
Foxy says, I'd say 300 years is a good run for
yeah, 300 years is a long time, but they're not going out of business. I thought it was amazing that they've been around for 300 years, but they're no longer going to print their newspaper. I think it's going digital or maybe weekly. I forget what they said, or I don't remember. But anyways, that was just my story about the print news and stuff actually printed going on the wayside. I still like a good book, but I don't read as much as I used to. But I still like reading stuff on the Kindle. I can't do that. I just assume, get the actual book.
Shady Greedy wants to know, can you get better prices than Amazon on Brightwell substrates?
The problem with me dealing substrate is weight. So it's the weight and shipping. A lot of times I can get the product, but it's the weight and the shipping, and the customers don't want to pay for that. And shipping's like a real cost of business. So a lot of times on Amazon, you'll see the unit price. Amazon's not always the cheapest. They're tying in the shipping in with the cost of their goods. I beat the shit out of a lot of stuff on Amazon, but stuff like substrate, that's just way too heavy. I mean, if a 20-pound bag of substrate, if I shipped it to California, is going to cost me $40 when the substrate might cost 20. So
Shady says, well, I can always meet you at one of our SCFC meetings.
SCFC. What?
SCFC. S as in sniper, C as in cat, F as in fudge, C as in cat.
I don't know what that is. Don't use abbreviations.
We're a little slow over here.
I'm sorry, because I'm trying to concentrate. Tell me the name of your club, like the real name.
South Coast Fish Society.
Oh, the South Coast Tropical Fish Society. That's why there wasn't no T in there. I could look into it, but as far as the Brightwell brand, probably not. But I can get Tropica. Tropica makes good soil. I can get Carib Sea. I know I can get. I have to look. Actually, I have to look because I got a few different vendors. But I do rep Tropica. I don't buy a lot of stuff from them anymore, just because I feel the quality of their plants are not as good as what they charge for. So you want my honest opinion about Tropica, that's why you don't see me selling a lot of Tropica anymore. I have their fertilizers in stock, and I'm actually out of one of them, and I just haven't reordered it because I got to tie it into another order. So I have the Specialized, their green one. The other one is I think the premium, the brown one. So it's good fertilizers. Not as, in my opinion, not as good as the Thrive line. So we sell a lot more Thrive than I do the Tropica line. But I can get the Tropica soils. I just have to buy think I gotta buy like 6 bags at a time. So, but I can get other ones, but I'm not sure about Brightwell. So, if that answers your question. Any other ones?
No, okay.
How long have we been streaming for? Usually I tell you up here.
35 minutes.
No, that's not that long. So, how many people are in chat? 11. That's actually 10:45 in the morning on the Monday. That's actually not bad. You guys don't work, or you guys sitting at the office with the volume down? I've done that before in the past. I've watched streams like during the workday when I wasn't working for myself. Now, if you guys don't know, some of you guys do, but we're full-time KJE Aquatics now, so this is my full-time job. And if you wonder, and I've had people ask me where our name come from, the K, the J, and the E, that's the first initial of me and my 2 boys. So it's Keith, and then this clown over here, that's right. Jake, and then the youngest one, Elijah, he's at home. He didn't want to go. We tried to get him to go, but he didn't want to. So he's gonna have a week alone with his mama.
So Shady said the reason why I was asking is because I'm setting up more tanks for keeping shrimp, and I need close to like 100 pounds of substrate.
Yeah, you might check. Honestly, I hate directing people away, but I don't really deal substrate, so I would have to order it in, and there's very little profit in it, like very little. So I would just honestly, not Amazon, but look on eBay. So go on eBay. I find better deals on eBay versus Amazon, anyways, on certain things. So I try. Not saying I never buy anything off Amazon, because that would just be lying. But I can guarantee you, I don't buy that much stuff from Amazon. I might order 1 or 2 things a year, and it's nothing hobby related. I don't buy anything hobby related for fish tanks or whatever on Amazon. I just don't. If I can't get it, then I'll get it from somebody that I know that's their own business. But honestly, I can get now, even if I don't retail it, I can get practically anything hobby related. I just don't buy it on Amazon. I could even get fish tanks. But the thing about fish tanks is your best bet on fish tanks is that Petco, when the Petco does that sale, there's no way that I could ever compete for that. My wholesale price on a 10-gallon tank is like $23. That's my wholesale cost on a 10-gallon tank. So there's no way that I could ever compete with what Petco does when they do that sale. So, and I think Petco might own part of Aqueon. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. Anyways, so Petco used to. I think they might have sold it, but there was one of the original. Might not. Alisham would know. Alisham been around forever, but one of the original sellers that shipped fish. I forget the name of it. Live Aquaria, I think the name of it is. That was one of the original businesses that you could mail order fish from, and pre-internet, pre pre-Google and all that. You could order right out of a bag of a magazine to tropical fish hobbyists or whatnot. But Petco ended up acquiring them, but I think they might have sold them since. I forget, but I don't suggest ever buying any fish from there. So that's one of the crappiest sources of fish, in my opinion. But it's up to you to spend your dollar where you want to spend it, I guess. But if you ever want to know where some crappy sources are, you could always ask me, and I'll be 100% honest with you. Good sources too. You want to know who some good sources are for different fish? You tell me what you're looking for. I can direct you to a few places that I would recommend, or even private breeders. I know like a few private breeders that are not necessarily a business, but I know people breed certain things. They do good fish. So, anyways. What's Greg up to?
Greg said, "Did you bring your pee bottle? Safe travels."
I ain't got my pee bottle.
Alishon said, Live Aquaria does a live stream selling fishing.
Yeah, Live Aquaria sucks, but that's my opinion. So, an opinion are like a-holes. Everybody has one, and they stink. So, yeah. I personally never buy fish from Live Aquaria. That's the same as you. I would not buy fish at Petco. I would not buy fish at PetSmart. I would not buy fish at any chain store, really.
Liquid Zeus said, "Don't like Keith. We know you're peeing right now."
That's my friend Matt. Matt meet Jake. So this is my oldest boy, Jake. So, yeah. You guys keep chatting. I ain't got nothing to talk about if you don't chat. And then my boy over here, he'll fall asleep. Yeah. So. I know this is a long friggin' ride. So we're in Auburn, New York, or the exit for Auburn, New York. And then this isn't my Auburn. My Auburn's in Alabama. War Eagle, baby.
Alishon said, I would buy from Aquabid. Have not in years now that I have like other sources.
Oh, Aquabid's excellent. But there's some turd buckets on there. But I sell on Aquabid. I haven't listed nothing probably for a few months, but I sell on Aquabid. And I usually it's under the wild live bearers other than guppies, because I keep a lot of swordtails and gadeids. So when numbers dictate, when I have excess fish that I gotta thin out the tank because I have too many, I'll put them on Aquabid. I don't like Get Gills personally. I had an account there before, never sold nothing through there, but I since deleted the account. That Vivi, I personally think that Vivi is just go on Aquabid. Then there's no fee. That Vivi to me is, why pay those fees if it's like, forget that. And then there was some other cat trying to start up something similar. I would say was closer to what Vivi was doing, where they were trying to charge a fee. I don't even know the name of it, but I seen them posting stuff in different fish groups, and I checked it out, and it looked like a joke. But Aquabid has been around for well over 20 years. I don't even know when Aquabid was started, but I know for a fact that it's been around longer than 20 years because I've been using it for 20 years. But yeah, no, Aquabid I like Aquabid. lot of people hate it because it's kind of antiquated and it looks old, but works fine. I bought a lot of fish off Aquabid, and I've sold a lot of fish off Aquabid. And I've only had 2 bad dealings on Aquabid. As a seller, I've had 2 shit stick for buyers, and they weren't ripped off. I had one guy that ghosted me. He won an auction. I emailed him right away, and the mofo like ghosted me for like well over a month. So I left a negative review for him. As soon as I left that negative review, he left me a negative review saying that he had issues with his email. It's like, F that joker. But he never spent no money, and so it wasn't like I wasn't out any money. He wasn't out any money. And then same thing with the other negative review. I had this guy buy some fish. We corresponded. He replied. He had 2 different emails that he was responding, talking to me with, and then he ended up with 2 different addresses when I billed it, because I billed it to his one address, and it was different than where it shipped to. I told him he had to ship it. I have to ship it to what PayPal says, because if you give me an address that's different than your PayPal address, and I change it manually, that customer can always say that they did that without their permission. So people will, and then they'll file a PayPal claim and say they never got their product, and PayPal will judge in their favor because I didn't ship it to the address on PayPal's file, if that makes sense. So
Greg Jones said, did all the Fritz stuff get shipped straight there? You travel in light? ?
It did. Fritz shipped everything direct to the hotel under my name and Megan's name, which I'm assuming Megan is like the main contact for the convention. So yeah, Fritz shipped it direct, which actually makes it easier for me. So when I break the show down, I'll have a few things that I got to bring back with me to New York, and then like the banner, they ship the cloth and banner and some other stuff, but I'll bring that back with me to New York, and then I will UPS that to him when I get back. So
regarding the conversation you had before, the Fritz conversation, Liquid Zoo said you're talking about stock my tank.
Stock my tank.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Mateo, I don't know what that is.
Alishon says, if you buy the fish factory at the event, can you see if they have a new edition of South American Earth Eaters by Widener? Usually goes for big money.
Is the fish factory like a store or a seller?
The fish factory is owned by Mike Shadle.
Mike Shadle.
Used / new books.
Oh, I know who that is. Hey, Alishan, text me later on. Text me later on Facebook Messenger, and I'll definitely look for you. Check out that car. That's cool as shit. Wish you guys could see this little car. It's some kind of European little weirdo looking car, but it's kind of cool. So, anyways, yeah. But no, I know who Mike is, Alishan. So he's good friends with Dave and Janine Banks, and he's came out to some stuff that he does the NEC, I'm pretty sure, and I know Burlington did a small convention a few years back, and he came out to that. So you need to go to. Actually, you do need to pee.
Is a Shake Shack there?
We are going to stop. Oh, that said 14 miles.
Yeah, I can wait. No, it's not that.
Jake has to go potty.
Yeah, I gotta pee. I gotta grab the pee bottle.
So we're going to stop at the next rest stop. 14 miles from here, though. We should have just got some diapers. What? Yeah. Yeah.
That car right there,
Yeah.
that's called a Magnum. That's a Dodge Magnum. They pretty much have, if it's the V8 model, it's pretty much got a Hellcat engine in it as a station wagon.
That's cool. It's a fast grandma car.
Yeah, fast grandma car. Rear wheel drive trip too, so you can really hit those drifts.
What Alishan say?
He hasn't said anything.
Say something, Alishan. Get to typing. Oh, we dropped down to 7 people? Man, you can't get no watch hours with 7 people.
Some people were working. Someone said in the chat
Oh,
about how they were at work with headphones in. Just, I think Britta did.
put the stream on and walk away from your desk and just leave it running.
No, actually, I do that. I'll turn on my phone while I'm streaming, so I have another watcher, another viewer.
So you'll have like one in the chat?
Yeah, so I'll have like one constantly in the chat. That'll boost you on the feed and like on the page for Twitch. So if I have one viewer, I'm higher than people that have 0 viewers, so I'm closer to the top of whatever I'm streaming. So if somebody's scrolling and they're like, this guy looks funny, clicks him.
You do look funny.
I know I do look funny, but I mean, you birthed me. Not you, correct?
He is my seed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fishy Mon said, I'm here, Buttercup.
What up? What up, Kirk? Kirk is. Oh, no. I'm taller than 2 people in the fish family.
Oh, really?
I'm taller than Kirk, and I'm taller than Scotty. I'm not the shortest.
I'm gonna be a giant then.
Yeah.
Make me feel tall about myself too.
You met Kirk. He's been at Swaps. He went to the Keystone Clash, so you know Kirk.
Okay, I think I know Kirk.
Yeah.
It was Keystone.
Yeah. And you know Alishan. That's.
I might know him like once I see I see his face.
Yeah, Alishan is that's Tom. He comes to. You met him at the Keystone too. You met a bunch of people at the Keystone. So if you're gonna do the Keystone again with me in September, you'll recognize a lot of people. A lot of people. Like I said, you're gonna recognize a bunch of people here in Wisconsin because we actually the show here in Wisconsin. We have a lot of people coming. Not a lot, but it's a pretty good percentage of our club. The New England Cichlid Association is coming out here. So Tom probably knows a lot of them. I know Mike Lou's going to be out here. Peter George is going to be out here. Mike McKinney, Tom Koba, Dick's going to be out here, and I think that's it from Nika. So
There's someone all the way down there. That's what it was. Oh, I got to get over.
Yeah, looks like we got blue skies above us now.
Yeah,
So we're in between Syracuse and Buffalo. We passing through Buffalo shortly. I might stop in Buffalo, and depends if I'm hungry or not by the time I get closer.
Alishan said, before I retired, one of the big shots on my floor would walk around spying on people's computers.
When I still lived down south, when Alishan, this was funny because the girl got fired like immediately. But if you guys remember the chat rooms, like, I don't know, 99, 98, 99, 2000, MSN and Yahoo had these chat rooms. But there was this girl, I worked out in the shop, but this girl that did some administrative stuff up in the office, she had her MSN chat room open on her computer and was chatting with people during the work hours. And the owner of the company, the boss, walked behind her and he said something to her and she blew him off. told him to wait a minute. She was in the middle of a conversation. So, you know how long she worked after that? Yeah, she was done.
So, Quakemaster said, "Hi Keith and Jake. Sorry I had to leave chat. My dad and I had to remove the body. An erratic acting skunk dad was forced to euthanize yesterday. The cops and DEC refused to help with anything."
Oh. Uh-oh. We got traffic jam ahead. Oh, crapola. Anyways.
Quakemaster said, "I hope in other states that police, highway department, and DEC will help with anything that appears to be very wrong, unlike here."
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate traffic.
So, what she had? She had an erratic skunk?
Yeah, she said an erratic acting skunk.
Oh.
Dad was forced to euthanize us.
Maybe it was rabid. Who knows?
Could have.
Yeah. I don't like messing with skunks. I
want a pet skunk just with no stigma.
Yeah. Skunks are they're cool animals, but yeah, they got that little funk that they got going on. That's just, it's kind of. Ferrets are that way too. Ferrets are really cool, but ferrets,
you gotta get their stink glands removed.
Yeah, they smelly.
Speaking of skunk, smell like horse shit out here.
Yeah, I don't know. There's pasture over there.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
And there's a farm over there. Caleb Shirley says hi.
What's up, Caleb? Yeah. That's one thing. New York is a big ass state. And once, if you're never been to New York, or you're don't know anybody that lives up here, everybody thinks that New York is New York City. New York City is just like a little dot on the entire state. Yeah.
It should be like its own.
Once you guys get west of Albany, there's like nothing. You travel for a while, you hit Utica. Utica's not that big. And then you go from Utica to Syracuse. Syracuse is kind of big, but it's not humongous. And then there's nothing. And then you go from Syracuse to Buffalo. And
Buffalo's got a little bit, but it's pretty spread out.
Yeah, and Buffalo's not a giant city either. Then you go north of that, and I've never been there. You can go up to Rochester, but I've never been to Rochester. Never had no reason to go up that way.
Caleb says, "Have fun at Catfish Cataclysm."
Cataclysm, yeah.
Does I say it, Cataclysm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Caleb, it's the American Cichlid Association too, so it's a combined convention. It's kind of cool. It's like they did the one last year. The ACA last year partnered up with actually 4 different organizations. You had the American Cichlid Association, you had the American Libraries Association, you had the American Killifish Association, and I don't know what they call them, but they were there's an organization for rainbows, but they called it the Triple Crown, but there was actually 4, so somebody didn't know how to do math. So.
Peplin Creek Aquatic says, "NYC is the septic tank of New York. I grew up in Watertown." Watertown is like nothing.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure we have a Watertown. We have a Waterford, New York. I know that. But
I know Waterford.
I don't know.
Watertown is like, where the heck is Watertown? Is that around Syracuse?
It might be, but I'm pretty sure if it's like Waterford, it's like there's not crazy much there either. It's pretty small.
There's another town that starts with a W that's close by Newburgh too. I don't know. Maybe he'll answer. Where's Watertown near? This whole traffic jam
Why does bro throw his arms like for us to keep moving? Like we're not gonna keep moving on the highway. Good job, dude.
Yeah. This traffic jam is caused by New York State DOT. They're doing some bullshit, non-work. They just traffic signs up and nobody's fucking working.
Peplin said Watertown is half an hour north of Syracuse.
Okay, I know.
And then Fort Drum exactly.
I know where it is. I've never been there, but I know where it is. We reside just like northwest of Albany, small town Scotia, New York. Um, Actually, like right across the river from Schenectady. And we're not from here. I'm not from here. Jake was born here, so he's from here.
Yeah, I've been
Shoot. Fix that?
I'm not a good tech wizard.
Crap.
Give me a second.
I know, but if you go, you can go into the settings.
We're still live. You just can't see yourself.
I know. I think if you gotta go into settings. Hold on, somebody called me.
More settings.
What? Camera, click camera. There we go. Then we're back. Then just go back in the chat. Nope.
Try restarting your device. Yeah, no, I don't know. We're still.
Can you guys hear me?
No, we're still like they can still see you. We just can't see ourselves in the reflection. To look at ourselves. Like I have the stream pulled up on my phone.
So you can see me?
I see. Yeah, you do that.
Can you see me?
Yeah, they saw you. It all comes through.
Okay.
Craig's Catfish Cave says hi.
What's up, Craig? I just can't see the camera, which is all right. But Jake has it pulled up on his phone, so
I can see if he picks his nose or anything.
I don't want to pull over. I know how to fix it, but I gotta pull over to do it. But
It says if you forget something or need
I think I'm good. Me and Jake brought a bunch of snacks. I got a cooler full of sodas and waters until I get closer, and then it might contain a couple cervezas. Who knows?
Ellison asked, is there a decent pet shop in Scotia? I worked for a fish wholesaler in New Jersey for a year, and one of his delivery vans made a stop.
There used to be a store, Alishan, called Something Fishy.
It was a nice store before it got like bought out, right? Some other guy bought it.
Yeah,
and then they moved.
Something Fishy was a little local mom and pop. I think. Am I back, guys? We're having technical difficulties. Hello? Can you see me?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
We're all back.
Okay. So, anyways, what I was saying is the store Something Fishy. That's where the stuff went, because the guy was in business for a long time, Alishan. But then soon as he retired, sold the business to this other joker, took the business, moved it to a shopping mall that was not far away.
It's like 3 shops on it.
Yeah, and then the business went downhill anyways. I sold him fish, and he tried to F me over, and I quit fooling with him after that. So
I think he went out of business.
Yeah, so I think he was in business. Once he bought the business, he was
like
maybe 3 years, maybe. But
I don't even think so. I think he started failing after like the second year. The second
Yeah.
year was when things started to go downhill for him.
Yeah, it was El Duty.
El Duty.
It was El Dutio. Hey, we're pulling into a rest stop, and you guys could hang out. I'm not going to end the stream, but I'm going to go inside.
It's going to be a little intermission.
Yeah, so you guys take a break, take a dump, go get something to drink, whatever you got to do. We'll be back.
Don't leave your phone like that either. I would put it down and point it at the ceiling. You can look at the roof.
You can look at the roof, people. We back. Did you miss us? that a Subaru? Yes.
I'll put the camera back. How will we see who steals your car?
Hi, Jake's dad. Hello.
Oh, why is that? That's Nick. Yo, this idiot.
Well, he left. I don't know if he left, but yeah.
He probably did leave. He probably just stopped in to say hi. And
yes, we wanted to get a look at whomever breaks in and takes the phone. Oh, yeah.
We probably should have just left the camera up.
Yeah.
There. That's a good point.
Put the camera back. How will we know?
How we know he's going to steal your car?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Sorry. Next time. What a pickle park. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is a Subaru, Matt. It's a 2019 Subaru Forester. This car's pretty good. I like Subaru. The one I had before this was a 2012 Subaru Forester. Someone T-boned me on the driver's side door and totaled me. But it effed his car up worse than mine, but mine was totaled though. So yeah, you can make a joke about it. They used to call me funny names at my old job because I drove a Subaru, but I could take it. So you can call me funny names too. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Yeah, that's the funny name. I just didn't want to say it, but yeah, I am a lesbian, so that's all right. Well,
I've never really thought of you as a lesbian. I've been wrong before.
Let's get going. And this rest stop has a ton of people, so hopefully I don't run any of these motherfuckers over. Oops, I shouldn't. Yeah, I'll run that kid over. All right. Let's go. Look at this motherfucker. Ain't even looking where he's going. Now he's waving me off like it's my fault.
Dude, fucking. Sorry. Moron. Yeah, look, there's a police officer right there, too, you dumb.
Someone got in trouble.
He's so unhappy. I saw that he's so unhappy.
Yeah. Okay. What else Sean say?
He said he knows a guy.
Oh, yeah. I know a guy too, Alishan. That guy got me a little bit of a deal when I had to buy this one. So my last one got totaled. Insurance company gave me a check for what they said it was worth. And I took that check along with a letter that I got from our guy. He saved me a little bit. So I don't even remember what the percentage point was. But I just took that check, signed the back of it with that letter, and bought another Subaru. So
I mean, it's good on gas. It's one of those highest safety rating cars, too.
yeah, no, the main reason I bought a Subaru is the safety rating and how they do in snow. So if you guys don't know, upstate New York gets a little bit of snow. I friggin' hate snow. But this Subaru it handles the snow quite well for a car. So that's their reputation is that, and it has a reputation for handling snow well because it's true. So we're back up to 11 people. Yeah.
Got an hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah. That's cool. So you guys enjoying the stream? We just talking crap. So just doing this to kill some time, and what else we're gonna do on a long car ride, right? And for you guys worried about me reading this, I'm not reading it. My partner Jake is. So I got my eyes on the road, focused. So is it still distracted driving? Might be. So is eating a cheeseburger while you're driving. So it's hands-free though. Cheeseburger ain't hands-free.
Yeah, you gotta. You're at least using like 3 fingers, if anything.
Yeah. We are now passing the Geneva exit, wherever Geneva, New York is. Before Buffalo, in between Syracuse and Buffalo. Still streaming?
Yeah, we're still.
You know what I'm saying? You guys chat. The whole purpose of this.
They're thinking.
Yeah.
Peplin says Foxy is talking to Megan now.
Okay. Yeah. Any questions you guys have on the convention? Megan's the key. So I know Peplin. I know for their auctions on Saturday and Sunday. If you guys are going to be entering anything in the auction, you can upload that stuff now on a website called mygroupauctions.com. Alishan is familiar with that. Maybe he could post a link for My Group Auctions, because I know Bucks County uses My Group Auctions. And once you make an account on My Group Auctions, you will look for their local, the host club, which I think is Madison area aquarium or Madison area fish club or something like that. But and then you'll join that one. And then you can see as of yesterday there wasn't really nothing uploaded on it. I don't think people started uploading stuff yet. I put 1 bag of botanicals on one of their auctions, I think for the Sunday auction as a donation, but I was going to do some more maybe either tonight or tomorrow. You don't have to. It's easier for the club that's auctioning stuff if people like pre-register and upload their stuff. It's definitely easier on the club, but you don't have to. So if you're bringing stuff to the auction, you could bring it the day of, and there'll be somebody there that'll upload it. But they do use My Group Auctions. I like it. Bucks County used it their last auction, and I know they use it at their meetings. And to me, it works really good. I find it real simple. To use. So,
Alashon says, I'm hanging out making address labels for all the BCAS donors. The donors. BCAS donors. And then Fishy Mon says, I drove a 2018 Prison hatchback.
Yeah. Fishy Mon, I love Subarus. So when this one dies or I kill it, I'll probably get another Subaru. So
Should get a BRZ.
I ain't getting no BRZ.
Why not?
I tell you what, the Subaru that I like, it's out of my budget, is it's bigger than the Forester. It's the Ascent, I like that one. You guys could look up the Subaru Ascent. That's a beast right there. So
One class just said, KJE, people are stupid. I've been told I ride a 250cc, a girl's bike. I would like to see most other bikes take a full head-on collision with a car and save the life of its driver like mine did.
yeah, I don't ride a motorcycle. I'm scared.
They're terrible.
I rode dirt bikes when I was a kid, back 100 years ago when they were first invented. So
While we were in Herkimer, I was looking up like what was invented.
yeah,
The first bicycle was invented in Herkimer.
huh?
The
didn't know
Velocipede, the one with like the really huge front wheel and then like the really tiny wheel on the back.
Oh, that's
tiny
cool.
wheels.
When Alishan was a kid, they used to still have horse and buggy, right, Alishan?
Carriage.
Yeah. Shoot. We're still 90 miles away from Buffalo, according to the sign. Buffalo's a pretty good haul. We usually come out in Buffalo, the Labor Day weekend. Buffalo has the National Chicken Wing Festival every year. I'm going to try to come again this year. I want to go, but I got a lot of stuff going on. But we'll probably come out. It's Labor Day weekend, Saturday and Sunday of that weekend. So Jake and I will probably come out if he wants to come with me this time.
Oh, of course I do. It's chicken wings. Why would I pass that up?
But they used to hold it downtown Buffalo at Bison Stadium, which is a minor league baseball team. And I actually like that location better, but they canceled it the first year of COVID. And then the second year they started it back and they moved it so they had more space to the Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. And, but I still like it when it was downtown Buffalo before. But now they're keeping it at Orchard Park. But it's kind of cool because when you go to the Chicken Wing Festival, it's at Bills Stadium. You can walk around all over the stadium, no problem. And then they have up on like the concourse, up on the concrete area is where all the vendors are with the chicken wings. But you can go down, actually, down on the field, and then they have some other vendors there, insurance companies, Geico and whatnot. They'll be down there giving away free stuff and whatnot. But you can go down on the field and walk around right on the field. It's pretty cool. When you go to the football stadium and you're down on the field, it doesn't look nothing like it does on TV. On TV, the fields look huge. When you're on the field in person, it's not big at all.
I could easily catch up to a football player. That's what I feel like on the field. I'm like, if someone's going for a break, I could like DK Metcalf and just catch him easily.
It looks like it. It looks like you could kick a 100-yard field goal too, because it doesn't look that far.
Yeah.
So, but what Matt say, or what? Somebody wrote something. You slacking?
Yeah, it's not directed towards you.
Oh,
it's not like a question or.
Okay. I'm behind the slope boat. Set this bitch on cruise control and kick it.
Let's go, Brandon.
Does that say on there?
Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. Those old baseball chants that we used to do in the dugout, they're like engraved in my head.
That's all right. You can teach them to your kids.
I'll be like, yo, if you We used to do this to my one coach, Mr. Sabro.
Yeah.
So he had tendonitis in his elbow. So if he was doing like BP for us, like pitching or anything like that in the cage, he couldn't really do it. I think he could, but it would be difficult because it would hurt him. So we would have to throw lightly. We used to have a chant for him. We would just go tendonitis.
Guys ask me questions. I can't think of nothing unless you ask me. Hey, is Peplin still here? Peplin, if you're still here, what's a good place to actually? I want to bring some cheese back. It's not like New York is like really good place for cheese, but Wisconsin's supposed to be the cheese capital, right? So I definitely got to get some cheese. So let me know of a good store that might be around that area, like grocery store or whatever, or maybe
Foxy says Mullins.
Mullins. And what type of cheese is like is good stuff that you guys are known for? I know like Vermont and New York has like some excellent cheddars. They really do.
Fishimon said buy a cheese hat. I might
buy a cheese hat.
I might.
Fishimon, I'm gonna give you some Vermont cheese. Fishimon, you know about Vermont cheese? Huh?
Foxy. Peplin said Mullins up here. Not sure down there.
Okay.
Foxy said they got all sorts of stuff, especially cheese curds and cheddar.
I like curds. That's good.
Fishy knows what from under cheese is.
Yeah.
Shady Greedy said, just hanging as I do water changes. What would you suggest the best MAS, MAAS, is to use in a shrimp tank? Presently, I'm using Christmas moss in my tanks. I think he meant Sim
moss. Christmas moss.
Yeah.
Any of the mosses, really. If you want something that grows like super easy, probably the fastest growing moss is it's probably just your regular Java moss. But Christmas moss is really good. I like Christmas moss better. It's not as stringy and to me it looks nicer. But you get Taiwan moss. I'm brain farting now, but you got Taiwan, you got Phoenix, you got Flame. But yeah, Christmas moss, if you have that, it's really good. Subwassertang, it's not really a moss, but Subwassertang grows like really good. And shrimp like it too. So if you don't have botanicals for your shrimp tanks, definitely hit me up because they really like that. So all types of botanicals, not just almond leaves, but you got we have different leaves too: cashew leaves, cocoa leaves, mangrove, jackfruit, and then a lot of the different pods. Sterculia, bale pods, triangle pods, twisty pods, bakuli pods, jacaranda, laffy pods. We got all kinds of pods.
Point Master said, Keith, what would be your go-to if you had to pick one pond/tub plant to grow the fastest? Basically to fill up space.
For like
what's a pond plant you would want like pond to fill up a bunch of space? That's gonna like
grow fast?
Yeah, it's gonna grow the fastest.
So water hyacinth. Water hyacinth or like water lettuce. I personally hate water lettuce, but it grows pretty fast. I don't even like water hyacinth too much, but it grows pretty fast. So that's a good floater for your pond. Now, if you're talking about marginals, excellent marginal plant for ponds. In my opinion, probably if you just only had to pick one, I would say pickerel. So your pickerel rush, probably your blue pickerel, which is actually endemic to the Northeast, and so it really adapts to our climate, obviously because it's endemic to the Northeast. It grows really well. But the number one plant, if you just wanted something that grew fast and covered the pond or the tub, I would say water hyacinth. If it's legal in your state, and Oinky, I know it's legal because you're in New York, so you're good to go.
Peplin said, I will bring you some cheese curds Friday, Keith. And Peplin also said, while you're in Wisconsin, try Culver's.
Culver's? Okay. Well, we'll talk about it at the show. We'll see what's around the hotel area. I'm not even sure. So we didn't. I didn't do any surveillance on the area really, so I don't know what's around the hotel. I know there's some restaurants around within like 2-3 mile radius of the hotel. There's some different restaurants, so we'll be good. And I think the hotel has a restaurant in it too. So, but as far as like grocery stores, I have no idea. But we'll see. We'll see. So I know. Excuse me. I know I won't be able to go because I have to stay in the vendor room. But there's going to be some field trips that are available for people to go on at this show. Tristan is opening up his greenhouse business. It's actually close by. That I would like to go to that just to see the guys, young guys, set up and see what he does. It amazes me that he keeps that greenhouse, going all winter long and it stays warm enough. I just wondering what he does for heat, because I know it gets cold. It gets cold in New York, so I know it got to get cold in Wisconsin. So
Foxy said Culver's has the best chocolate ice cream.
I don't like chocolate ice cream.
I'll be the judge of that.
Jake, he eats chocolate ice cream, but I don't like chocolate ice cream. My favorite ice cream, if I could only choose one, would be like a good, like real vanilla ice cream.
I like chocolate ice cream like a white woman in the projects.
Okay. Yeah. But I think like the flavor of ice cream that we probably buy the most of at our house is chocolate chip cookie dough. And we usually get ice cream from in New York. There's a convenience store chain called Stewart's, but Stewart's also does their own milk and they manufacture their own ice cream. So it's actually pretty good.
You should be able to find their products. I'm pretty sure they're all out of state, but you won't find like their
I'm not sure.
Stores.
Yeah. Like upstate New York, they have these like little 7-Elevens, but they're Stewart's all over the area. But again, they manufacture their own ice cream, and then they have their own milk processing. And at the New York State Fair, they usually win best milk every year. So I don't know how you judge different milks. I'm not a milk judge. But so Stewart's makes good ice cream with the milk that they process. What Peplin say? You gotta read the chat, bro.
I was paying attention to the road.
I gotta pay attention to the road.
Peplin said we have about the same weather as you, I bet. I'd imagine they do. I'd imagine Wisconsin has.
Yeah, I'm not sure. You guys might get a little bit colder. I don't know. I know my sister and brother-in-law, the type of work they do, they travel around and they're putting in oil pipelines all over the country. So they do union work, but they go to different job sites all over the country. And then like 2 years ago, they did a job in Minnesota, and actually in the middle of the winter. And my sister said it was not a place that she enjoyed. So they were actually, instead of digging the ground, they were saw cutting the ground. She said they had this massive, like giant circular saw that like cut the ground, and then they'd pull these big sections of frozen earth out. So, and then that's how they dug it. She said it was not a nice place. She also did a job, her and my brother-in-law did a job in South Dakota also. So she said that wasn't a nice place either.
Greg asked, are we stopping anywhere or just driving straight?
We're probably going to stop on, I plan on like maybe the west side of Cleveland, Greg. So I'll stop there, chill, get a cheap hotel. Hopefully we don't catch no bed bugs, because it'll probably be at a Motel 6 or something like that. Cheap. But even the cheap hotels now, motels are not even...
Everything's getting expensive.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
Inflation's getting crazy. Fox, he said, that purple flame sword we got from you is poking out the top of the tank saying hi.
Oh, nice. Those are not common. Roxanne, if you guys could propagate that, that'd be like really cool. So if you can start to get little babies off of that'll be sweet. Because I talked to the nursery, and they told me they don't have plans to get it back. I told them they were stupid. I was like, the thing, when I got them, I sell them like that, like right away. So, and they have the space down there to grow them, but I don't know. Maybe they're not real prolific and they take a long time to produce. I never grew them out, so I can't say why they don't want to keep getting them back. I know maybe it's UN, or I don't think it's Tropica has it, but I think that the UN has that sword in a tissue culture. So that's the only other time I ever seen it was in a tissue culture.
Foxy said it's currently in a 20 high. We'll move it to the 125 if it can tolerate 85 or 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, I know it can. It'll be fine at 80 degrees. So, it's just on a machine gun. This fucking road is like, this road's junky right here.
I feel like I'm at D-Day. Peplin said Wisconsin has its moments. We do get some nasty cold.
Oh yeah, I mean, New York does too. But like the worst area, in my opinion, besides like way up north, if you get like way up north by the Canadian border, like straight up by like Montreal, Lake Placid area, Saranac Lake, it gets pretty brutal up there. But then Buffalo, just where Buffalo's situated, you got a lake on two sides of Buffalo. So Buffalo is like, it's just because of the lake effect. Buffalo's nasty in the wintertime. Last year when I drove, the Ohio Cichlid Association has an event every year called the Ohio Cichlid Association Extravaganza. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving every year. And their convention is located just south of Cleveland. So in Strongsville, I think it's Strongsville, Ohio. Again, it's just south of Cleveland, so it's a suburb of Cleveland. I went last year to do what I'm doing with Fritz now, but I went to their event to work their small booth for that show. And if you guys remember back, if you saw it on the news, you probably did because it made the national news. But that weekend, Buffalo got pounded and got 6 foot of snow in less than like 24 hours. It was nasty. But I drove through. I seen that they were going to get a storm. Didn't know it was going to be that bad. But I left early. I had planned on leaving later in the day. But I told my wife, I looked at the forecast. And I told my wife, I said, I'm leaving like way early. So I went through Buffalo at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it was fine. It was clear and fine. But later that afternoon, that's when it started coming down. And I'm glad I shot through that window when I did, because they got beat. As like for Buffalo, they're used to snow, but they were crying because they weren't used to that much snow.
I feel like Buffalo though gets like snowed in at least like
it was nasty. It was nasty. And then coming back, I didn't even go back through Buffalo. So I did the show out in Cleveland. It was cold out there, but they didn't get the snow like that. And coming back, the roads, I was just like, I have one of my customers' friends that lives in Tonawanda, it's Buffalo basically. It's just a suburb of Buffalo. She was texting me pictures of the roads and saying they're still messed up. So I ended up coming back when I left Ohio to come back home to New York. I went like a total 2 hours south, different route. So it took me longer to get back home, but I didn't want to drive through Buffalo because even though they said the highways were open back up, I was like, forget that. That's just way too much snow. So you're going to get the drift and all that too, which, you get the snow drift and the high winds blowing the drift around. It's just like it's snowing, right there. So anyways, that's my story on that.
Why are we always yelling? I don't know who that is, but they're in the chat.
Oh, hey, why are we always yelling? My wife asks me that sometimes. There's people here. 11.
So Fishymon left.
Fishymon left. Where'd you go, Kirk? Come back. I miss you. Let me know if you're getting hungry. Getting hungry, or you alright?
Oh no, Fishymon's still here.
Oh.
Kirk's still here. I don't think I'm not too hungry right now. Are you?
Nah.
I gotta pee again.
You just...
I know I just went. That Mountain Dew like went through me.
Oh man. He's not even drinking beer and you gotta pee a lot.
It's the sugar.
I don't let him drink beer, just
yes, he does.
No, I don't.
I down a whole liter of vodka nightly.
No,
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
This boy don't drink around me. You don't smoke around me.
Kirk is practicing his clash speech.
His what?
His clash speech.
You gonna give a speech at the Clash?
7 years ago.
Yep.
Kirk says, Keith, you buying me I-046 up there? I-046.
What's that?
L-046. I don't know.
Oh, L046.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a Pleco.
Oh.
What's the common name on that, Kirk? I'm not real familiar with a lot of the Pleco numbers.
Why are we always yelling, said Kirk's speech? Does anyone actually know what ADHD stands for? It stands for Attention Deficit Hate Donuts.
That's funny. It's like the L46. Is that the zebra? I think that's the zebra.
Zebras, he said.
Yeah. No, I'm not buying those. I'm not rich. Those typically sell for $100 an inch. So.
That's how much my wiener costs.
Yeah. So if you want, they sell for $100 an inch. So if you want to know how much Jake's wiener costs, it's only $100. Yeah. Yep. Got $100 wiener.
Alishon said going to tell everyone to F off this time.
No, I didn't tell anybody to F off at the last show I went to. So.
Vibe Aquatic says, "What's up, fish fam?"
What's up, Vibes? Just taking people along for a ride, killing time, Vibes. How long we been on now? Hour and a half?
Hour 45. 46.
Okay.
Vibe says, stopping by to give you all a thumbs up.
Thank you for coming in.
Liking the stream.
Nice. Yeah, we're just talking smack. So if you have any questions, ask them and Jake will read them to me. And I will try to answer it. If I don't know the answer, I might make something up. So we'll see.
Bogdana says, hello there. Drive safe.
Hey, what's happening? We are actually we're not far from Buffalo right now. I'm probably, I would say I'm less than 50 miles from Buffalo. I'll tell you exactly where I'm at because I'm coming up to a sign, exit 46, which is Henrietta. So this is the Henrietta exit. So that's where I'm at. People say, what they say.
Nice, that's pretty close.
Yeah, I'm not too far. We left the house probably
8:30.
Yeah, probably like 8:30 this morning. We left, and we stopped in Herkimer. I had to drop a box off at the post office that someone ordered Saturday, and Saturday night. They ordered it Saturday night, which contained some live plants. So I boxed that stuff up and dropped it off at a post office on the way. So if you guys want to order anything this week, obviously I'm not there. So if you want to place your orders, you can, but we're not going to be shipping until next week because I'm not there. So Jake and Elijah, they help me at shows that I go to sometimes, but as far as pulling product, packing boxes, shipping it, that's all me. So if I ain't there, I can't do it. So there is a note on our website. So hopefully people see that and read it and don't get mad at me if they order something and it doesn't ship right away. So I've had that happen before, just to let you know. People say, well, you didn't ship my product for a week. But I was like, well, I had a note up there saying I was out of town at a show. So
Alishon said Herkimer was another stop on the fish delivery trip he was talking about earlier.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything left in Herkimer, Alishon. Maybe there was back in the day. There's a little place in Utica. I forget the name of it. I actually never been there. There's in Rome, New York, which is north of Utica. there's a little fish store. I actually drove out there and went there one time. Wasn't much to it. There were a couple in Syracuse area, but I think they're down. There's one in Fulton, New York now, which is new, and that's north of Syracuse, and that's a decent store. That's called Get School. I think it's Get School. Like I said, he's new though, but that's a guy named George, and then they run a pretty nice shop there. But as far as other shops in Syracuse, I have no idea. So I know the wholesaler that you used to work with, Alishan, they go all over the place. I have an account with them, but since we're e-commerce, they won't deliver to me, but it's actually not that far for me. So I drive down there every now and then. They're good people. I know Lisa from Super Cichlids, she drives up and does a lot of business with them. She drives up from Delaware, because I don't think they'll deliver down to Delaware, but she drives up and then she handpicks a lot of that's the cool thing about going there. If you do a will call, you can call it in. They'll pull your fish, but if you want to go there and hand pick your own stock, they let you. So you go to the wholesaler, you get your specimen container and the net, and you just catch what you want, put in the specimen container, bring it up to the table, write on the list what you got, how many. There's someone that double checks it and bags it for you. You don't bag your own fish. You can if you want. The kid there let me bag some stuff, but he also said I can get you, do it for you. And even though I know how to bag fish, they do, hundreds of bags every day, and they're a lot faster than I am. So I did a few, and for the most part, I just let them bag them. But it's kind of cool. And they have a pretty wide selection of stock there too. All kinds of different stuff, saltwater and fresh. So they do plants too. I'm not real impressed with the plants that they have. So maybe it's just the day that I've been there when they got plants in, but wasn't real impressed with the plants. But the fish, it's pretty cool. And then what's really neat to me is, because they're illegal in New York, so I don't see them here, is piranhas. But the piranhas are legal in New Jersey, so they have some there too. So it's kind of cool just to go take a gander at them. What's funny about New Jersey is piranhas are legal, but axolotls are illegal in the state of New Jersey. So you could have a piranha that can take your finger off, but you can't have an axolotl. But that's not New Jersey. So
Alishan said she told me that she drives there. I think regarding Herkimer, still the delivery truck still might go there. They deliver to my friend's shop in Chester, New Jersey. And to a store near me. Andy is a good guy.
Okay, yeah. There might be a shop in Herkimer. There's one. You know what? I take that back. There's one. There's one in. I think it's in Ilion, which is like right next to Herkimer. Ilion is like, that's where Crypt Keeper is, Tim. So Tim doesn't live too far from me. I think it's about 50 miles from me. So the 50 miles to me now, that's nothing. Like right now, I think I'm driving friggin' 900 miles to go to where I'm going.
Turtles are also illegal in New Jersey.
Turtles. No turtles. I know in Pennsylvania, well, no crawfish whatsoever are traded in the hobby in Pennsylvania. And I expect, it wouldn't surprise me, but the marmot crabs, the self-cloning crawfish, those are still legal in a lot of places, but they're getting banned in a lot of states, and that don't surprise me. It that one is a species that I have no issue with taking it out of the hobby, because they can and will do a lot of damage. They already screwed up a lot of stuff in Europe, so the self-cloners, to me, take them out of the hobby. I know a lot of people that keep them, and they keep them actually for a food source for some of their bigger fish or their puffers. But if they take those out of the hobby, I won't care. That's my story on that. What Roxanne say?
Axolotls don't want to live in Jersey anyway.
I don't either. My buddy Mike's there, but I'm not a big fan of Jersey. There's a couple fish clubs in New Jersey, and I know a lot of the members, bunch of great people, but I just never went to one of their events. The traffic in New Jersey is a pain in the ass, and people in New Jersey got worse attitudes than New Yorkers. So I'm not a big fan of Jersey. I'll drive to the wholesaler, and that's kind of pain in the butt too. You got to drive through Paramus, and I can tell you the mofos that drive in New Jersey, they don't give a F. They really don't.
Jersey's like no offense to anybody from Jersey, but Jersey's like if you took all like the shitty people from New York and put them in a small confined state. It's just pretty much just the worst of the worst.
Yeah. There's another wholesaler I go to sometimes, Alishan, that's in I always mess up saying it. Worcestershire, like the Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, in Worcester, Massachusetts. That's where it is, Worcester, Massachusetts. So it's another wholesaler similar to the one in Jersey, and their prices are about the same. It's actually easier to get to, about the same distance, except the driving there, to me, just because of like traffic and stuff, is actually easier to get to.
Fishion says KJE. So Fishion's here now.
What's up, Fishion?
Alishon said Morris County is nice. Lived there for 5 years. That's Jersey.
Yeah,
there's definitely nice places in Jersey. It's just like what represents Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, I have family that lives in Toms River. I guess that's an okay area. I don't know. My mom and dad grew up in Newark, so, and they left as soon as my dad was old enough to join the Army. He joined the Army and married my mom, and then they left and never went back. So, and I wouldn't want to go back to Newark either. And then my dad's family ended up relocating to like Waterbury area of Connecticut. And then my mom's family, they stayed in different parts of Jersey. And then some of them left, went down to Florida, Ocala area. So
Alishon said Merritt is another wholesaler in North Jersey.
Merritt. I don't know Merritt. I never called them. I don't deal a lot of fish, so most of the fish that I sell are ones that I breed. But I do go to the wholesalers every now and then to get snails, so Nerite snails. So we do sell Nerites on the website. I'm out of stock right now because I picked up a bunch. I don't sell a lot of them, but I picked up a bunch last time I went to Massachusetts, and one of my brothers from Nika, it was just good timing. He asked me how many I had, and he bought every single one of them. So, you need to go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's text stop thing. They don't have a bathroom and stuff.
Right, they might. Yeah, they're going to. It's just
It says service area. So.
Well, we'll see if they're doing construction on this one.
No, it's open. No.
Smell like straight.
Jake asked me if I just shit my britches, and I didn't. I promise.
It does smell like straight doo-doo feces outside.
It might be like a dump station for like campers.
It probably is.
Yeah. Jake said it smelled like doo-doo here. We're in at the Ontario rest stop. I'll just wait here so I can read the chat. I gotta put my glasses on if I'm gonna read.
I'll be back.
So.
Oh, it really does smell putrid out here.
Was from Waterbury. Yeah. I think I still have some cousins and stuff. I'm not a real family person, Alishan. So I got kinfolk all over the place, and I really don't know. Like I said, I've seen my cousins since I moved to New York. I have cousins that live in Toms River, and since I moved up here, I've only been down there once. So what's up, 3G? So, and I guess Toms River was an okay area. I'm not a real big, huge immediate family, yeah, but like distant family, no. So, like I said, I got cousins and family in Connecticut, New Jersey, Florida. My sister, brother-in-law, my aunt, my nephew, and his family. They're down in South Alabama. That's where I moved up here from, South Alabama. So I moved to New York from the Gulf Coast, a town called Foley, Alabama. Alishan, I've not seen cousins in 20 years. Me too. I mean, there's some of my cousins I probably haven't seen since I was like a baby. So I don't know. Let's see. Also, if you don't know, I lived all over the place because I was an Army brat. So I wasn't born in California, but I grew up in California from the age of 2 until I was 17. I joined the Navy when I was 17. My mom signed a waiver because I was under 18, but and then I did time in the Navy. So then I lived all over the Far East there. And then while I was in the Navy, my mom and my sister left California. They sold the property there, and that's when they relocated to South Alabama. So that's where I ended up in South Alabama after I got out of the Navy and lived there for a while, and then met my wife and moved to New York. And I think it was 2002. I've been in New York since 2002. Hey, welcome back, Caleb. Oh, I'm reading chat now because my chat reader, he had to go potty. So, hey everybody. Saw a few at your brother's funeral in 2015. Sorry about your brother. But yeah, sometimes you only, sometimes there's certain events that, unfortunately bring people together for a short time, and then that's it. So, yeah. You know what? When he gets back, I'm going to top the tank off. So, I'm going to top the tank off. I'm just looking to see how much gas I got. So far, we're doing all right. This thing does okay on gas. Not like when it was brand new, but I bet you I get at least 25 to 27 miles to the gallon on this thing. It's actually pretty good on the highway. Who knows? Who knows if these you can see, hold on, I'll pull this out, but I know that's bullshit. If you could see the dash there, that ain't right. That's saying 59 miles average miles per gallon, but that's because I'm parked, but I'm just idling right now. That'll change. Oh, you can see all the crap back here. See the rations I got in the back? Cup of noodles. So Jake and I, we're gonna have cup of noodles at the hotel. If we get hungry and want a snack between main meals, yeah, nice healthy stuff. And my partner's back. We good?
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna top the tank off over here. All right, we can go back to reading in a second. Not just gas here.
It's 372.
I fucking hate paying gas.
No,
It's 372.
Yeah, 372. I read that right.
Gas at this rest stop is 372 a gallon.
Diesel's
That's
461.
That's a rip off. Okay. All right. I'll be back in a minute.
What's up, guys? Daddy O's pumping the gas. Time to give us all the dirt. I don't have much dirt besides, like, he's short, but so am I. I'd never give out my father like that either. Gas expensive too. Diesel. Yeah. Diesel's way too expensive right now. $5.13 again. Dang. That's crazy. It's like at the rest stop we're at right now, it's $4.61 for diesel. Doubt either of those prices are a lie. We're all topped off now.
I'm gonna get another water. Slow ass fuel.
Yeah.
It's got a weak stream. What we got? What'd they say?
They said, don't worry, secrets are safe with us.
Oh, 513. Naomi. Yeah, that's crazy. What'd Matt say? Time to give us all the dirt on Keith. Yeah, so you funny guy. He could tell you something. I don't care.
I just said I don't have any dirt on him besides he's short, but so am I.
He have 513 in Seattle. I know the West Coast is higher.
West Coast is higher though, because like a lot of the West Coast is trying to move to electric vehicles. At least California is really
Electric vehicles are stupid.
Not really. The idea is really nice. It's just
you're stupid.
I like my gas. I like engines. I like things with fumes.
We're back on the road now. What'd they say? You got to read. I can't read.
Liquid Zoo said, we'll never tell him about what you said to him.
Yeah, that's okay.
Caleb said you said way more, lol.
Said what?
I said way more.
Oh.
I was trying to make you think I said a bunch of dirty stuff.
That's okay. Lost
Smartphone connection.
Unplug it here. Oh, yeah. Unplug it there. See if it comes back in a minute. What the hell? Just leave it for a minute. It might come back on. It's back.
Right.
It does it sometimes. I think it's this knockoff cord.
Yeah, there's Apple's really pushing on there, even in their updates, like that you have to buy Apple cords.
Yeah, Apple sucks too. Just to let you know. Apple sucks. Electric vehicles suck.
Modern capitalism.
Yes.
More road work.
You had the Leroy Jenkins accent. Leroy, New York.
Leroy Jenkins.
All right. How long have we been on now? 2 hours?
2 hours, 12 minutes, almost 2:15.
How many people there?
We've got
12?
13 people.
13 people.
Well, 12 now.
Oh, shoot, I ran one off.
There's a speed check ahead.
Uh-oh. Put something in chat, people. Ask me something. Helps me kill time.
Ask him dumb questions.
Yeah, ask me dumb questions. Yeah. I went live so I don't have to talk to my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to him. Fuck this kid. He was snitching on me when I was pumping gas, wasn't he?
I'd never.
Yeah. This is Buffalo, 43 miles. I thought I was closer than that.
Doesn't wait for me to check who's actually watching.
I don't know. I ain't that smart with it. I know. I think you can't. I think when people are just lurking, they're just lurking. And you don't know who's there until they comment and chat. So, not sure. I know there's a way you could set this up for like subscribers only.
Yeah.
Have it open to anybody or subscribers only. I think I have this open to anybody. I don't care if you subscribe to my channel or not. It's nice if you do.
It benefits. It benefits both parties and keeps you updated for when when you go live and for
Yeah.
your
So
posts.
if you guys aren't subscribed to us, I mean, I'm not telling you you have to. You can do whatever you want, but it's nice if you would subscribe and hit the like button. And then you guys commenting in chat also helps too. It just helps all the.
It helps with the algorithm.
Yeah, that word. I don't even know how to spell it.
Algorithm?
Yeah.
It's Al Gore.
You're Al Gore. Al Gore was a shitty ass vice president.
Al Gore was pretty shit. He really didn't do too much.
Yeah. So. Sorry if you guys are Democrats in the chat. I didn't make you that way. So it's all good. Jesus loves us all, right? So. Yeah.
In one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's right. We used to have to say the pledge every day in school. Did you guys have to?
Yeah, we had to for like a long time until
I stopped.
once we got to high school. They gave us the option. They were like, "We know you guys have been doing it for years, and in the morning, like 7 o'clock, bright and early, standing up to say this was stupid."
That wasn't stupid.
It's not stupid. I'm not saying the idea is stupid, but like that's pretty much what I said. My fault. But they were like, you don't have to stand for the pledge if you don't want to. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. If you just want to sit down, drink your coffee, go on your phone.
Yeah, because that's the world's turning soft.
You can. So like,
that's because
there was like
you're all soft.
There was a couple kids in the homeroom that would do it at least freshman year, and then once we got to like 10th grade, nobody stood. I didn't even stand.
That's what's wrong with America.
I'll stand for the national anthem, but I won't. I don't care about the pledge. I've already pledged a million times. I'm an American. I don't need to pledge. I already know what I'm fighting for.
Yeah. They don't teach cursive writing no more either. That's when it all went to shit.
Yeah, the
motherfuckers can't even write anymore.
We got 3rd grade was when we learned cursive, and we only learned it for like 3-4 months.
What she said?
Winkmaster said, at KGE, since you don't mind dumb questions, have you ever grown butterflies from a kid and then utilized your plants to feed them? This is something I've always desired to do myself.
I have not. I have not ever messed with butterflies before. It's pretty cool.
It doesn't seem like a bad idea to pollinate outside.
Yeah, no. But no, I have not. My wife wants to do bees, and I'm on board with that if she ever wants to do it. She talks about doing it, and that interests me. My wife started vermicomposting with red worms, red wigglers. She started that years ago, and at first I thought it was stupid, but then the whole concept of it is actually pretty cool, and it's doing that hippie stuff, breaking down your vegetable waste and stuff like that. It's really cool. Every little bit of help, every little bit you could do to help Mother Earth is good. And then the byproduct from vermicomposting is very good. So you got the worm casings, really good dirt for your plants, and the worm tea. So the water is really concentrated and good fertilizer for your plants. But then on the fish side of vermicomposting, those red wigglers are actually excellent food for your fish. And if they're too big for some of your smaller fish, if you don't mind chopping them up, you could do that. So they're very, very nutritious for your fish. And I try to make $1 no matter what I do. So my wife gets mad at me sometimes because she always says I turn everything into like trying to make money. But
hustler's mindset is always good.
But I can tell you this, you, for you people that are members of your local fish clubs, when your local fish club does an auction, take a nice culture, because you're gonna have excess worms. You're gonna have more worms if you do it right. You're gonna have more worms than you'll ever need. But take a nice culture of those red worms, put it in a plastic deli cup that you recycled from the deli or Chinese food takeout. Take it to your local fish club, and voila, you make a few bucks. I know I took some down to Bucks County, and I think I took two down there, two cultures, nice full culture. One down there sold for I think $14 or $15, and the other one went for over $20, $21, $22, something like that. So just those two worm cultures, when I took down the Bucks, paid for my gas, one way to drive down there. So that's my story on that. But as far as butterflies, I haven't tried them yet. So
Chevy Fish says, hi, Keith, Jake, and everyone. And
what's up, Chevy?
Shady says, okay, I have another question for you. Why do I keep getting black algae all around the edges of my trimmings when I'm trying to grow them at the bottom of the tank? They're all glued together.
Black algae around what?
Around the edge of his trimmings. He's trying to grow them at the bottom of the tank. They're always grouped together.
Black hair algae or blackbeard algae can be caused by a lot of stuff. Imbalance in nutrients, lighting. There's so many different things. I tell you who's an expert on blackbeard algae. It's our own Jason from Depths Unknown. He is the blackbeard algae aficionado. So if you don't know who Jason is, he has a channel called Depths Unknown. He could probably tell you everything about blackbeard algae that you ever want to know. But I got more up there. What's up there?
Oh, so
It's flashing.
it's just Chevy saying hi to Monster Fish Gal. After Monster Fish Gal said
Hi. What Peplin say?
Peplin said Chevy, exclamation mark, smiley face.
Oh.
And then Lori, smiley face.
I got you. Some of these YouTube chat names I don't know
Who it is in person.
Yeah, I don't know who it is in person. So if you guys ever come up to me at a show and you talking to me like you know me, and I don't reciprocate, it's because I'm bad with names for one, and I don't know all these chat names. So just saying. So
Shady Grady said, I don't know if it's blackbeard algae, it's more fuzzy, and this is on the trimmings of the boosey plants.
Boos. Yeah, there's the staghorn algae too, so I would just Google it. I'm not an algae expert, so I don't want to bullshit you or anything. I grow algae, but I'm not an expert. A lot of times it's just algae's like, again, it's lighting. It's a combination of lighting, the lack of or too much nutrients. A lot of times it's too much of one thing or another, but it could be a lack of nutrients also. So you could try as far as like different algae. Like Boos is like real slow growing plant. Boos, Anubias, any of the how you say it, the epiphytes, whatever, the plants that you grow attaching. You attach the the rhizome to whatever rockwood, your plastic pirate ship. All those are slower growing plants, and a lot of times they will grow algae. You can try putting the plant in a more shaded area of the tank, or adding some faster growing plants that are going to maybe use up excess nutrients. I've fixed algae in tanks before by growing, putting some gubby grass or hornwort in there. That they use that up. Duckweed. Everybody hates duckweed, but duckweed actually has benefits. If you can get by the fact that it's sticking all over your arm when you put your hand in the tank, duckweed is actually like really beneficial to water quality.
Peplin said, look for a fat guy with a Peplin Creek shirt on.
I'm a fat guy too. We could be two fat guys at the show.
And then after that, Shady said, I thought maybe your Fritz stuff might have a solution.
Fritz makes an algae remover or an algicide. Fritz does have an algicide, but it doesn't work on all types of algae. It works really well on like hair or that green, fuzzy, different types of algae, but it won't really do anything for blackbeard. I know that for a fact. So, treating blackbeard, you could spray it with hydrogen peroxide. There's other solutions to try to get rid of blackbeard. It's like doing a blackout on the tank. Again, there's different things that you could do. I would just do a web search and do a web search, but don't put all your eggs in one basket on one article. So read a few different articles of a few different things that people have done and tried, and go from there. But I don't never listen to like one person, one website when I'm like researching something online, because you might get, multiple opinions, multiple solutions, and you could try them and then see what works best for you. So anything like on social media, people will just like type stuff that they heard from certain individual that they think is Almighty God. There's so many ways to do there's 100 ways to do the same thing in this hobby or pretty much anything else. So you pick and choose, who you listen to, what you read, and then to go from there. But I guarantee you there's not one person in this hobby that knows everything, and I wouldn't take their word as them being the Messiah. Some people do, though. There's some bigger channels that people flock to and think whatever they say is the word of fucking God. And it's not. So
That master said, KJE, have you ever gone to the fish hut in New Jersey? They have a great selection of fish, especially cichlids, and were very kind to me. And they all wanted to wear my plushie hat while I was there.
I've heard of the fish hut, but I have not been. I haven't been to any local fish stores in New Jersey, or even down like the north side of. I know there's a few like around Yonkers, White Plains, and stuff like that. I haven't been in any of those either. I haven't been to a lot of local fish stores. Honestly, in New York, we don't have a lot in New York. And in New Jersey, I haven't never been in it. But I've heard good things about the fish hut. Jay Wilson used to work for Fritz. Now he works for CJ. But Jay Wilson is good friends with the Fish Hut, and he's told me nice things about him. So
Alishon said there's going to be a lot of fat guys there, fish guys.
oh, that's one thing. For you guys that do merch, if not through Teespring, but if you like ever get merchandise T-shirts printed up to take the shows to give to people, save your money because you got to buy a certain amount, but don't buy a lot of smalls, don't buy a lot of mediums. Extra large, 2X, 3X, and even 4X, but probably more in the XL and the 2X. I think that's a better range for a lot of the hobbyists. So that being said, you're right. A lot of people in the fish hobby are chunky monkeys, me included. So
I'll read the chat in a second. I just got a text read.
Yeah, like I used to get T-shirts made up. I still do every now and then I would donate some to the local fish clubs when they did an auction. If I donated a small or a medium, nobody had bid on it, or it would get sold, but there'd be very few bids on it. But if you put in a T-shirt in a club auction, that's XL, 2XL, 3XL, every dude at that auction's bidding on it. So it's more money for the club because there's more people that are fat like me. So
pretty much everybody's saying hi.
Hi.
Just saying hi to
Hola,
each
¿cómo
other.
está? Muy bien.
Shady said he's been doing this for 50. He's been in the fish hobby for 50 years. And every new plant he gets, he has a new problem.
Ask Shady. Shady, what's your real name? Because if you're part of South Coast, then I know you. But I don't know chat names.
Clay Wise just said, hey, Keith, just drop it. Say hi.
What's up, Clay? Hey, Clay, do me a favor. Drop a link. Clay, I actually have one in my pocket. Hold on, people. If you guys are like into getting merch for your channel or your business, show this to the camera. Clay can do these. They're little wooden keychains that are engraved with your logo and whatever you can come up with. But he does keychains. He does other stuff. So talk to him. But Clay, if you're here, drop a link to your business, whether it be your website or your Facebook page. I forget what you have, but contact Clay. Clay did these for me. I don't have a lot. I only bought a few. I need to get some more from him, but I bought a few and I gave them to a couple people. So if I didn't give you one, don't have your feelings hurt because I only had a couple.
I got the coolest one. I got the circular one. It's limited edition.
Yeah, that's a couple of the samples that Clay gave me. But anyways, I'm just giving a shout out to what Clay does. They're pretty neat. And this is actually really this is like merch that people will use. So stickers are great. Everybody loves stickers. But this someone's going to put on their keychain and they're going to use it. So pretty cool. That's my story on that.
The Nano Aquarium guy says, hi, everyone.
What's up, Nano?
And Frogs Fishing More says, I will see you at Keystone Clash.
You sure will. You'll see Jake probably too. Unless he gets a job before then, a real job. Yeah.
What's the name of the business? I'll find a link. Liquid Soup.
Oh, Claywise is on. I don't think he has a website yet, Matt. He's working towards it, but he has a Facebook page, and I believe his Facebook business page is called Wise Creations. So I know you can contact them through that, but they're actually pretty cool. I really like them, and I'm gonna get some more because I'm not gonna sell them. But this is a cool. To me, it's pretty neat to hand out every now and then. I can't get a million of them because they're, these aren't like inexpensive like a business card, so they actually cost a couple bucks. And I'm not rich, or else I'd give them out. I'd buy hundreds of them and give them out. But I'm a poor broke bastard, so I do what I can.
Shady Greedy said, "Sorry, I had my hands in the tank. My name is Michael Barton, and I think you know me. I placed a few orders with you. I met you once at a club event. I'm a chunky monkey too."
I know who you are, Michael, and I appreciate the business. So, like I said, sometimes with these YouTube or chat names, even some names on Facebook, a lot of people on Facebook don't use their real name.
It's like aliases.
Yeah. For the most part on Facebook, most people I know on Facebook use their real name, but there's a few that don't, which is all right. I know my buddy Eduardo, and where's he at? Where's Eduardo at? You guys tell Eduardo to join the chat. But Eduardo don't go by his name on Facebook. He has some way different name that you would never guess it if you didn't know him, or if he didn't friend request you. So
he said Shady Greedy said there's a lot of Michael Bartons, so I started using that name, which is the name of my boat.
Oh no, that's cool.
That's kind of cool.
So Shady, you got a Grady White, I'm assuming. What size boat you got?
Bogdana says, I go by a simple name on Facebook because everyone butchers my name.
I can't say your name right. I'm sorry. She goes by Donna. So
it's Bogdana.
But on Facebook, she uses Donna.
Yeah, Shady Greedy said he's a 27-foot Grady White.
You do charters? Ask him. Or I'm asking.
Yeah, you're asking. We're on live.
Hey, if you do charters, I was like, I'll be interested for me and my boys. Let's go fishing. So. Neither one of my boys actually ever fished in saltwater. I used to all the time. Obviously not where I'm at now. I'm kind of landlocked. But when I lived down south, that's all I did was saltwater fish. So really good bass fishing down south, but I hardly ever went for bass. We used to fish mostly mostly like coastal water, salt water. So I did a lot of speckled trout fishing, redfish. I used to scuba dive a lot too, so I used to spearfish. So, but here in New York, I kind of just fish for smallmouth, largemouth. That's mostly what I do. A little bit of trout, rainbows, brooks, browns.
Zoltan's Aquatics said, good morning.
What's up, Zoltan?
Shady Greedy said, I do have my captain's license, but I don't run charters anymore. But one day, if you're in Boston, maybe we can go out for a fun trip. We can take about 8 people, but license is only good for 6.
Oh, tell him I hit him up. Oh, I ain't telling him.
Yeah, you keep telling me to tell him, but he's...
Anyway, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up for sure. Yeah. We'd definitely like to come out there and just for a few hours go out. I don't even know what you guys catch out there. I've never fished along the East Coast. So you're going to catch, I know you can catch tuna. I know that. And I don't know what you fish for. You bottom fish? I don't know. Catch like haddock and cod? I don't know.
Frogs Fishing More said that Clash is close to being sold out for vendor space, and it's twice the size it was last year.
That's sweet. I'm trying to get Fritz Aquatics to get a vendor spot, but they might miss out. I emailed them the other day, but I don't know. We got traffic jammed up again. I don't know if they reached out to the Clash or not. They said they were very interested in doing it. I'm not going to do it for Fritz at the Clash because I'm doing. I'm there this year as KJE. So that truck stunk, man. He's leaking something.
Allison said, I had 2 friends on LI boats. Great fishing back in the day. Too many regulations these days.
There is a lot of regulations. Even like down south, we used to go a lot and catch red snapper and grouper and amberjack, stuff like that. But like to go out now, you're for snapper, just like the population of red snapper is like so depleted that the numbers that they allow you right now, it's not us. You go out fishing, you might, it depends on the year, but it's 2 to 3 fish per person, you're done. And they got to be a certain size, obviously, but 2 to 3 fish, you spend a lot of money on fuel going out there, and just to catch a couple fish, it's kind of not worth it.
Shady said, mostly we fish for stripers, cod, pollock, flounder, bluefish, and if we go out to Casher's Ledge, that's where the tuna is.
I got you. That's cool.
I'm going to say, I feel like on the East Coast, I feel like a lot of people fish for flounder.
Yeah. I've caught striper when I lived in California, but just in the I forget the name of the river. I think it's the San Joaquin River. It's up around Stockton, Sacramento, but I think it's the San Joaquin. I can't remember now. But we caught striper there. So, but I never fished for striper on the East Coast. They fish for them a lot in the Hudson River, which isn't too far from me, but I never been.
Alishon said, same here for striper. You can only keep it between 28 and 31 inches.
Yeah. Where I lived in Alabama, we used to fish a lot for speckled trout and redfish. So another name's red drum. Redfish, they had slot limits on them. I think it was 16 to 26 inches. I think you were allowed 3 a day in the slot. You were allowed 1 over per boat if you were in a boat. So you were allowed to keep 1 bull red over the limit. Because I have one on the wall that was 37 inches. I had that I caught once and mounted. But everything else, I think it was 16 to 26, 3 per person. None under the limit. So.
Clay said, right now I'm just on Facebook, a wise creation. And he said, thanks for the shout out.
Okay. But there you go, Matt. Wise Creations on Facebook. So you can always go to his page on Facebook and message him through his Facebook business page, and they'll hook you up. There's some idiots that fucking drive. I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about that car right there?
Yeah. Fucker come flying by me, but there's cars in front, so why fly by me? You can't go nowhere. Fucking turd bucket. I probably shouldn't be cussing on live stream, right? Sorry if there's any young children watching. I apologize. And if you get offended by foul language and you're not a young child, I apologize. But if you do get offended and you're an adult, then you're kind of soft. So I'll say sorry anyways. Somebody said something. What that? It's my reader over here. It's not reading.
I got one of my friends texting me. And he's making it like a big deal, so I'm trying to answer him because he's impatient. He got little man syndrome.
Who that?
Braden.
I don't know. What's wrong with him?
He just got little man syndrome. He's just impatient and get angry all the time.
He's a weenie.
I know he's a weenie.
Give him my water. You slacking, bro?
I'm sorry.
Tell Braden to suck it.
He'll probably go out and try to find something too. It's weird. Just kidding. Bogdana says, my husband used to kayak and fish in Virginia, but once we moved to Buffalo, he sold his kayak. It wasn't worth it.
I have a kayak, but I haven't taken it out in a long time. I actually haven't taken it out, for a really long time, since I wrecked my last Subaru. I used to have a rack on my last Subaru, but I don't have one on this car.
So I just haven't used it.
So I haven't used it. I got a canoe also. But same thing. I don't have a rack on this car, and I'll probably end up selling a canoe. If anybody's interested in a 14-foot Old Town canoe, I do have one. You would get a set of paddles with it, and probably one, maybe two life jackets.
Alishon said, you could take as many weak fish, fluke, bluefish, blackfish, sea bass as you want. Size limits on some. Now it's just a waste of gas money to keep 2 fluke.
Yeah, I imagine that. Yeah, fluke. That's flounder, right? Pretty sure.
I think so. Chevy Fish said, Keith, when can I hit you up for pics or video of that catapa bark and older caves?
Catapa bark.
Catapa?
I actually got a couple pieces in the car. I actually forgot about it, but I know you asked me like the last stream I did. I forgot. You hungry or no?
I can eat if you want to eat.
You want to eat?
If you want to eat. Like, I'm not like...
This is the exit, I think, for where the exit.
Yeah.
It's the anchor bar right there, so we're at the exit.
If you want to eat, I'm okay with stopping and eating.
Yeah. We're going to get off this exit. We're in Poo Lockport. So this is I know this is the exit for near the Buffalo International Airport and Cheektowaga. So anyways, back to your question, Chevy. I have a couple pieces in the car. I can snap some pictures and email them to you. But I have more back at the house too, and I totally forgot about it. So
Elishon said last year tuna were showing up about 4 to 5 miles off the South Florida.
Tuna were?
Yeah.
I love tuna.
I don't like tuna.
I eat the hell out of tuna. I will take a fresh caught tuna, take a piece of the fillet right fresh off of it, and eat it like that.
I never understood tuna likers because there's like way better fish out there.
No way.
Yeah, there is. There's fish that taste way better.
No way. No way, Jose. Remember we stayed in a hotel over here. We stayed in that Motel 6 last time.
Yeah, I think I remember.
And we got off, and I think we had to go around the corner over there where it says True.
Yeah, it was something like that over there. There's Zoltan said we had to fold a boat that we would carry through the mountains to get to the quote unquote spot.
Oh no, that'd be cool. I had a friend of mine that used to have it wasn't cheap either, but it was an inflatable like kayak. So you could pack it in, you can carry it in easy, and then he had a foot pump and he would inflate it, and you can get some of the waters that he would go fishing for trout up in the Adirondacks, and there's a lot of water in the Adirondacks that people never fish because it's hard to get to. But if you're really dedicated and you're into hiking, because you definitely got to hike, you can find some pristine, waters that hardly anybody touch. So that's what a friend of mine he had an inflatable kayak, and he would do that, and then he would hike in.
We're in Cheektowaga, right?
This is Cheektowaga.
Yeah. Bogdana says we're about 11 minutes from her.
Yeah. Actually, I'm in the wrong fucking lane. I need to go that way.
Oh, shit.
That's all right.
Go straight, see at the parking lot, at the Garden Palace.
Nah.
This way. Or just...
this dude ain't gonna let me over.
Yeah, he's not gonna let you over, so you can just pull in there, do a 360, take a left. Just go straight. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Alishon said the best fish he ever ate was a longfin albacore that he caught. Put it on the grill the next day.
I love tuna fish. Tuna fish, all kinds of ways. But just like a fresh tuna steak, and then just coat it with black pepper, a little bit of olive oil and black pepper, and then just grill it. It'll make you slap your mama.
I've had salmon and tilapia. I think those are the only fish that I've ever eaten.
Tilapia is butthole fish.
Or it was something. it was something with a T. It was like a fish with a T.
It was probably tilapia. Yeah, tilapia are farm raised for the most part for what you get, and a lot of it's imported from Asia, and they literally feed the fish in the ponds doo-doo.
I don't know who I Am Groot is. It's got to be one of my friends. But what's up?
Oh, hello, Groot.
I guess Groot's in the chat.
What's up? What's up, Groot? What's the little raccoon's name?
What's the what?
The raccoon's name.
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, where's the rocket at?
Yeah, facts. We need Rocket in here.
Yeah.
Damn, Cranesville? What's all the way up here?
They bought that place out. They bought it like a couple years ago. After I left them. It used to be Buffalo Concrete, but then that's how Cranesville expands. They don't open anything new.
They just buy down businesses.
Yeah, and they're all run down and garbage.
Clay said, unfortunately, I've got to get back to work. Thanks again for the shout out. Be careful and have fun.
Yeah, man. We just got off in Buffalo, and we are on our way to Duff's on Dick Road. I swear that's the name of the road it's on. We're familiar with this area because we usually stay right where I'm at right now. This is Depew, Cheektowaga, whatever. It's close by Buffalo International Airport. But this is my hood. This is usually where we get off when we come every year for the Wing Fest. I don't remember that place.
John and Mary's.
Oh, that's the ice cream place.
Yeah, it's gotta be there for. It hadn't been there for a while.
Yeah.
Looks very helpful.
They're redoing the roads here, and they're all effed up.
Dee Dee's Fin Dent said that's a good road for you.
Exactly, Dee Dee. Yeah, I'm 12 years old, so when we saw that for the first time, we were laughing. I think I'm on the right road.
I think I was about 12 when we first saw it.
Well, yeah, when we first came here?
Yeah, I was 12 or 13.
Am I on
I
the
was
right?
in the perfect age range to
I
start
don't even know if I'm on the
giggling
right fucking road. I don't recognize this now.
Alishon asked, did you bring any caves to show off?
I have, yes, I have. Um, I brought some easy caves because Peplin and Roxanne were gracious enough to give me permission or allow me to put some stuff on their table. So I brought some easy caves. Yeah, I'm on the wrong road. That's all right.
Foxy said clip that DD. He's familiar with Dick Road.
Yeah. Zorba's Texas Hots. You want to go there? That's hot dogs.
Oh, it's hot dog. I like hot dogs.
Yeah.
I love myself Glizzies.
Yeah. Actually, can I still navigate with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I came back because I took the wrong road. Sorry, I thought this was my hood, but it really ain't.
Navigate to Duff's bar.
No, it's
I don't know what restaurants.
navigate to Duff's in Depew.
Navigate to Duff's in Depew. $6 minutes.
Starting route
At this light, take a right.
Take it right here?
Yep. This is French Road, if I'm assuming correctly. That's where we need to take a right.
Okay. What we got there?
Chevy Fish said hi, I am Groot. They're just saying hello.
Okay.
Shady Grady said, I don't know if you got my message, but I'm very interested in getting a large piece of that catappa bark also. I want it big enough so that I can cut it up into smaller pieces and put into different tanks.
Oh, I have some decent sized pieces, yeah.
Yeah, you're
In
good
2
on this road.
miles, turn left onto Dick Road.
It's the Dick Road.
No, go straight.
Huh?
I thought you were taking a right.
No.
I thought you were going to take like a loop. And
No, I just go slowing down because the road's all effed up. Shit's gonna beat the crap out of my car. Yeah, it's lunchtime, or it's actually past lunchtime. And if you guys don't know, Buffalo, New York is where the chicken wings supposedly originated. They originated at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo. You can look it up online, go to their website, and they'll tell you the whole history of it.
So he said, where's the tunes at? What kind of deep road trip is this?
We talking smack, Patty. So also, I think if there's music playing, YouTube could hit me for copyright violation.
Yeah, YouTube is very
So
bad with that.
that's why that's another reason I'm not playing it. Plus, I'm talking shit. But anyways, back to my chicken wing story. The Anchor Bar supposedly is the originator, or where chicken wings came from. Again, you can look it up on their website and see the whole history. But
Allison said you turned on Balls Boulevard by mistake.
I did turn on Balls Boulevard, and there's a side street over here called Sweaty. Yeah. But anyways, so there's two big players for chicken wings in Buffalo, as far as I know it. I'm not the chicken wing history buff, but Duff's is another restaurant out in the Buffalo area, and I actually like Duff's, not Buffs. I was thinking I got balls on my brain. But I actually like Duff's better than the original Anchor Bar. So, and I've been to both. I've been to the original Anchor Bar, which is downtown Buffalo, and the restaurant's really cool because they got a lot of nostalgic stuff in the restaurant or in the bar. But the chicken wings themselves, I think, are better at Duff's. So that's my story on that.
Chicken wing.
Yeah. So, don't you go, bitch.
Zoltan said y'all got some confidence naming your roads.
Some confidence? I guess so. It ain't my town. I just think the name of it is funny. And if you're immature like me, the word dick is very funny. Dick, Peter, Wiener,
Pee pee wee wee. Schlong.
Schlong Dong. Yeah.
It's just all funny.
Yep.
Speed beer store.
Go past this light. Then at the next one, turn left.
Oh, nice. Go past this light, but it gives us a red light.
You know, the last time I was out here was Jake and I went to the festival last year, so it's been almost a year since I've been out here. So last September I was out in the Buffalo area.
It's when we grabbed Dagan and he came along with us.
Yeah, it's fun. Anybody what they say up there?
Sultan said comedians.
At the light, turn left onto Dick Road. Then turn right.
She said dick.
So much for Keith's New Year's resolution.
I forget what my resolution was. Who's that? Alishan?
Yeah.
Oh, I said I wasn't gonna cuss anybody. I think that was part of my resolution. I was gonna be nice.
Oh, you failed that like 2 weeks in.
Oh, I failed that right away. But I don't think I ever said I wasn't gonna say bad words. Maybe I did, but yeah, I say a lot of bad words. So again, if I offend you, sorry.
All it is just a culture thing. You shouldn't have to be sorry for it.
Turn right.
Everybody's raised differently.
We are at the world famous Duff's,
Duff's.
and Jake and I are gonna turn this off, and I'll restart it and I'll redo another one, and it'll be part 2, because this one I put in the description as part 1, but I'll do one in part 2 a little bit later. I really enjoy you guys taking the ride with me. It's been fun. It's been fun for me. It makes me it actually makes time go by fast.
Yeah.
So again, I enjoy you guys taking the ride with me. We're gonna go in, get something to eat at world famous Duff's. Before I shut it off, I'm going to not shit. But I might have to do that after we eat these hot ass wings. But for now, you guys can see the world famous Duff's over here. So if you guys are ever in the Buffalo area, I give my stamp of approval for Duff's because I enjoy it, and I'm a food snob. But the Anchor Bar is okay too. It's just, to me, it's not as good as Duff's. But peace out, guys. Been great, and we're gonna do this again shortly. Later.